Good morning, everybody. Well, today I'm making something really nice. Blueberry muffins. It's this season. It's summertime. New Jersey has a flash flood warning. I'm still praying for people in Texas. I really tell them my condolences are going out to all of you in Texas right now. And I'm thinking of you and praying for you every day at this rough time. But we're having flash floods also in New Jersey, so there seems to be something going on lately in this country with flash floods. So please be careful, folks. Today I'm making homemade blueberry muffins. I'm adding in 2 cups of flour, and I'm going to use grandma's sifter. Let me put this over here. 2 cups of sifted flour. Make sure your flour is sifted. There we go. Another cup of flour. 2 cups. You want to make sure you have 2 cups of flour in your muffins. These are going to be blueberry muffins. This is made from scratch. It's just so sad what happened in Texas. It's very sad, and I'm keeping everybody in prayer. And you know, you're in my thoughts, so I'm just letting you know. Here we go. You know, the weather could be very dangerous sometimes. I'm telling how dangerous weather could be. It's just very scary what can happen with the weather, and there's nothing anybody can do about it because it's nature. It's Mother Nature, you know. I'm adding in a soda cup of sugar. When you make plain, you can use 1 quart, but this is going to be a little bit more because these are blueberry muffins. Here we go. Here we go. I'm adding in some baking powder. I'm adding in, let me make sure I have the right amount. I'm adding in 3 teaspoons of baking powder. I love to make things from scratch, folks. It tastes a lot better, let me tell you. Nothing better than homemade muffins, folks. You have that for your breakfast. 1, 2, 3. Oh, every little noise today is driving me nuts. I don't know. Getting my ice cream scooper. Everything just disappears from me. I don't know. One of those things. Let me grab my spoon. If it's not in one place, folks, it's in another. I'm mixing it together all the dry. Then we're going to go to the next step, which is going to be the wet ingredients. You could use oil if you're out of butter. Alright, I'm adding in my milk. I'm taking whole milk and I'm putting it in here because you want to have a really good batter. I recommend whole milk. I'm going to add an egg. Now you could use oil, that would be 1/3 cup of oil, I'm letting you know. So I'm using 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I like butter in my muffins, that's how I've always been. But you can also use oil. Maybe sometime we'll try the oil, but not today. Now we're going to mix this together. I'm going to make a few plain also. Here we go. Keep mixing. Now sometimes, folks, you need a little bit more milk. It depends on how dry it is. Make sure everything is mixed together. You don't want to lose anything. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my ice cream scoop because I'm going to make a few plain as well. Make sure, folks, you try to fill them up to the brimstone if you can. You don't want to have really small muffins, okay? I remember my grandmother made the best muffins, folks. But she always used butter, and it came out. I like the taste of the butter, but you can use oil. If you don't have butter, you could use oil. Just make it 1/3 cup. All right, now the next thing I want to do is get some fresh blueberries. All right, make sure they're fresh, folks. Okay. I'm going to grab a handful of blueberries. There we go. I'm going to add a few more in, you know. Alright, now I'm going to mix this together. Oh, I wish I had a camera person, but alright. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm probably going to get something to be able to see everything. Now, I put this in the sink like more than I am today. Worrying about the weather and everything, it doesn't surprise me. We have flash floods here in New Jersey, New York as well. Okay, here we go. Folks, remind me not to walk away from the phone when it's recording, because you know what's going to happen? The tape will be lost. And I've done that too many times in my life already. You have to always make sure, folks, that phone is on pause, because what can happen is it'll just keep going and going and going, and meanwhile, my battery power will die out of my phone. We sure don't want that to happen, not today. Okay, here we go. Alright. Popping this into the oven. Let me make sure my hands are dry, because without realizing it, I could lose the tape or keep recording, and that's how dumb I am. Always make sure your hands are dry. I'm putting this into the oven 15 to 20 minutes. I'll be back in a few minutes. And here we have delicious blueberry muffins. A wonderful, wonderful treat from Deborah H. Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day.